Hey there everybody, it's Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb TV, and we're going to dive back into the Brocock Bantam Sniper HR 25 caliber. Now if you've been looking to get into hunting at night, you're definitely going to want to watch this video. Okay guys, before we get started, I want to say thank you to Daystate and Brocock for sponsoring this series. They've given us the opportunity to really dive in. They've given us all the gear, the compressor, the bottles, the gun, all the cool stuff that we've got going on here to make this happen. They've been a big part of it, so I definitely want to say thank you to those guys. So let's jump into what we got going on here. First and foremost, we have the Brocock Bantam Sniper HR 25 caliber. This is the standard power model. The high power has a little more power and has a longer barrel. Personally, I wanted the smaller profile. I'm out, kind of walking through mesquite and a bunch of bushes and all kinds of stuff that wants to grab and cling onto your gun. And I like something a little bit shorter. It's a little bit easier to get through that stuff, and I don't get hung up nearly as bad. I've got a few battle scars on this old girl already, and that's just par for the course of what we got going on out here. But I can only imagine if I had the longer one, trying to hunt through all this stuff with that, it'd probably look a little bit worse. But the short profile, I really like it. I'll give up a few foot-pounds just to know that it's a little bit easier for me to maneuver in this kind of environment out here in the desert. Now, the other thing we got going on, which really impressed me with this gun, and another reason I'll take like the standard power over the high power, me personally. I'm out and about, so I'm not shooting from the bench. So if I'm bench shooting, I definitely want the high power. But out and about hunting, I like this primarily because of shot count. I'm getting a ton of shots between, oh gosh, we go back to when I did the shot count test, I was up near 80 shots per fill. That's a lot of shooting. I'm able to just top this off and go out into the desert and basically not even have to think about taking air with me. Now, if I did want to take air, I've got my little pony bottle, just top that off with my Daystate compressor here. So I've got my gun, I got my bottle. What else am I going to need if I'm going to hunt at night? Because that's really what this is talking about. Now, right off the rip, I had an ATN Optic. I had their X-Sight 2. That unit was would not have worked on this gun because it had an integrated rail. It would have tried to cover up the mag. It was not very practical for an air gunner. I did not find it very practical for an air gunner. Decent optic, works pretty good. I'll put it on my AR, all that kind of stuff, pretty nice. But I struggled with it with the airgun platform, although I did take a Coyote with it. So I was able to adapt it at least in that point. But their new model, this is the X-Sight Pro 4K Pro. This thing is awesome. Notice that it's just got a standard 30 mil tube here. So it mounts with standard Weaver mounts here, or if you have a dovetail, just use little adapters. You pop their entire system right on a dovetail mount. No problem, I've done that. It works super easy. So here you've got your adjustable objective, and here you have your zoom. Now the thing that they also changed about this is the battery life. Integrated battery. This thing lasts, it lasts a very, very long time. They're saying 16 to 18 hours. That's a lot of use. Records in high definition. The clarity on the screen is exceptional. Everything that they have done on this from the old X-Sight 2 is just awesome. And the price point super aggressive on top of all that. So you're getting a really nice package. Can you shoot during the day? Absolutely. But you can also shoot at night, and that's what really has me excited. Comes with this IR Illuminator right here. It's got a little swivel mount. You just get it set the way you want, lock it down, and now you are good to go. This thing it just turns this whole package into something that has me really excited. Now, one of the cool features about this scope on top of all that is the ability to do what's called the one-shot zero. So you're moving from rifle to rifle to rifle. Now you can set up profiles, lock it in, and then just call those up. That's one way to do it, but it's really just 2 clicks over from the setup, and you're bang on the reticle adjustment. You shoot a shot, you leave that dead where you aimed, and then you just move the reticle to where you hit, save it, and you're dead on target. I absolutely love that. I mean, it is literally a one-shot zero with these things. And so you move it from gun to gun or whatever you want to do, a couple shots, and you're bang on zero. The other thing I got, which is pretty cool, this is by Bushnell. This is a very neat little, basically it's a night vision scope. It's got a quarter 20 on the bottom here if you want to put it on a tripod or maybe use a grip or something to help you control it. This thing's very, very neat, super simple. You turn it on, you got your picture. It's got daytime recording, nighttime recording. It's got a built-in illuminator, so this is super nice when you're spotting and scouting at night. You're not trying to use the scope to see through, because that's really not the idea. This is like your nighttime binocular in a sense, versus trying to use your scope to, use as a binocular, which is not something you really want to do. This gives you the ability to really see what's going on at night, and this is super nice. And again, you can record from it too. So if you have somebody with you out hunting, they can actually be recording for you with this and get some pretty good footage in addition to what you're going to get through the ATN Optic. But right now, I'm going to reset here. We're going to get this all sighted in and ready to shoot for our hunt tonight. Stay with us. All right, first thing we got to do is let's get our ranges, make sure we're going to be ranging accurately. I've got my range set up here. I've got a target at 50 yards, 100 yards, and I've got some clay pigeons on the bank at about 115 yards. So that's about as far as this gun's going to really give me, and with enough power to do what I want. So let's make sure that our range is correct. This is the Hawk Rangefinder. I absolutely love this thing. It goes with me everywhere. All right, we're 50 yards, 100 yards, and 115. So I've got this set correctly. Okay, so now we're set to daytime. Turn the brightness up so I can see the display. Okay, so again, super simple. If you're out hunting, you don't want to be thinking of, and you're trying to record, you don't want to be thinking about 15 things you got to do to get the footage. This is one button and you're done. I love the way that this thing works. It's just awesome. One button, you can verify your recording. Now I'm going to go ahead and just pull this into focus here. Just like that. Okay, so now I have sighted this previously, but let's see if we're still on 0. It's been bouncing around a bit, so let's see what we got here. It's pretty much dead nuts. Try again. I put 2 right next to each other, so you're going to be able to see that right in the footage. I'm going to zoom in now. And you can see I got 2 shots. Now, if I wanted to bring those up just a little bit, which I probably do because I'm shooting about 1/2 inch low at 50 yards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit 2 buttons. So we go to the menu. Stop recording, yep. Okay, so I'm going to hit the menu, 2 buttons to the left, that's your reticle adjustment. And all I'm going to do is hold where I was aiming and just bring the impact down just a fraction. Save it. Okay, now I'll start the recording again. Let's see if it's going to make me a liar, or it's going to show you exactly what I want to show you here. Oh, all right. It's going just a tiny, well, it's definitely higher, but it's going just a tiny bit right. You may need to make just another small adjustment. Okay, let me zoom in here. Okay, I will probably bring that left just a hair. So we'll stop the recording, go back into our reticle change, and we're just going to move that just that much, just a couple clicks. Okay, start the recording again. And let's see, I'm going to zoom in this time. Okay. Yeah, it's just a teeny bit high now, just a fraction. Yeah. So I may want to bring it down just a hair. Stop the recording. Okay, go here. Over to the reticle, and we're just going to just down maybe like 2 clicks. Okay. Start the recording again. Got a couple pellets left here. I'm going to zoom in. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Last shot. it's pretty much dead nuts, guys. This is, the simplicity of how this works is awesome. The consistency of the Brocock makes it that much easier to work with. Now we're going to stretch it out to 100 yards. All right, so I am going to go about halfway on the reticle. This is not a true milled out reticle, I don't believe. So I'm going to go just about halfway and see if I go over it or where I land. And here we go. Okay, I did not know where I went. I may need to go a little higher. Let's see here. I may need to go midway between the bottom and the top. Let's see about like that. Whoa, way high. At least I saw where I hit though. Okay, I'm actually might have gone a little bit over it. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. You can see that. It's hard to see it here. There's the impact on right above the bullseye on that target. So on the scope, I've got these little hashes, which is 1, 2, 3, about 4 hashes. Funny, I was using 4 hashes at a Ranger. That's probably funny. Okay, 4 hashes up. And I do believe I hit pretty doggone, yeah, it's right, nearly touching. Let's put one more down there. So at 100 yards at 3 power, I have 4 little hashes. Well, if you guys can see that in the scope, looks pretty good. That's probably about like that at 100 yards, and that is absolutely something I can work with. So what does that going to mean now if I want to zoom in and take that shot, however? Okay, so this is how I do this. If you're looking at the, oh, I could put it, the center of the crosshairs in the scope now. I'm aiming at a particular point on the bank. I'm going to try and maintain that aim point. And you're going to see sort of where the, okay, so I'm going to probably be right at the bottom of the reticle. Let's see here. Okay, you guys are going to be able to see that in the video. So that's going to make sense as you guys are looking at it. Okay. I think I might have hit the same spot. Okay, so how are we going to verify that? I'm going to aim to the left in between the 2 white lines equal to the bullseye. There it is. All right, so you can see where I'm hitting. I'm just slightly left of the bull, but I am basically, if I'm at 3 power, then I am going to aim at the 4th little hash. If I'm going to zoom all the way in at 100 yards, I'm going to be right on that bottom line of the reticle. And it sort of started to open up a little bit there on me. And so I don't know, maybe I'm better off just not trying to zoom in and just using the other hash marker. I don't know, but we'll figure it out in the field. The next thing I'm going to do, I think, do I have any 1 shot left? No, I'm out. So let's fill it up, and I've got some clay pigeons on the bank. You guys know they're about that big around. They're 115 yards. Let's see if I can hit those. Okay, so you're going to see, start the recording up. So we're going to go for the clay pigeons, and I'm at 3 power right now. And you've had little dashes and then a little slightly wider dash and then little dashes and then a slightly wider dash. I imagine that I'm going to be about on the, right on the, I bet you, let's see, 15 more yards. It's probably going to be right on that little long line. Let's see where we hit here. Go just high to hit it. Oh, that's not right. Let's see. Oh no, I might have gone right through it. I don't know. We'll have to go down and take a look. I want to smash it. Let's take another shot. Okay. Oh, just high right. Okay. So I'm going to have to just split the difference and put that line just under my target. There it is. Ha, 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 ha. That's awesome, guys. I'm telling you. That's pretty cool. It's super awesome. All right, so last one here. We're just going to place the line underneath that and gently squeeze the trigger. I think that's it, guys. We hit it one more time just for fun, but we got it. Okay, so that's a testimony of a couple things. One, the scope's awesome. I'll stop the recording now. Okay, scope is awesome. The rifle is even more awesome, right? So granted, conditions today couldn't have been better. So much of the shooting we did previously, it was kind of in the windy season. Now it is dead calm. And as you can see, 50-yard dead nuts, 100 yards, pretty doggone good. And 115 yards, guys, that is absolutely effective. And I'm super excited about what this thing brings to the table for me to go out and do both daytime and nighttime hunting. So the next couple videos we're going to be doing, we're going to be focusing on that with the ATN Optic Brocock Bantam Shiper HR. Guys, this has been awesome. Stay with us. Hope you guys liked that video. If you have any questions, comments, put them down. Do my best to get to them. Guys, my name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb TV. Thanks for watching.